Hello friends, this is Ramesh Sharma here. So today in this video we are going to start our project, that is our URL shortener project. This project we are going to make with Node.js, Express.js and our MongoDB. So I will tell you everything, each line I will explain you every and each line of this project and we will make it from the scratch here. So without wasting time, let's get started. So today in this video, we will first of all, I will tell you what softwares do you need, and after that we will create our first package.json, and after that we will create our server with the help of Express.js. So without wasting time, let's get started. So to create this URL shortener, we need some softwares here. So first software is, first of all, you have to download Node.js. So Node.js is a JavaScript runtime build that is based on our Chrome V8 JavaScript engine. So this Node.js worked as a backend here and it uses JavaScript for that. So you have to download this Node.js first. So this is our main Node.js here. So this is our main software that we need. Without this we cannot create this URL shortener app. So because this is the base of Node.js. So you have to download the Node.js here. Simply click on this, or you can download lifetime LTS version, that is long term support version, or you can download current version. Any of them you can download and install it. The installation is simple, just like you install any game. So just like that, the installation of Node.js is there. Then we need our MongoDB. So MongoDB you have to download. So we will be using, first of all, we will be using MongoDB locally. So you have to download one server here, that is MongoDB community version that you have to download. So there will be one software here. So you have to download MSA package, and it is a MongoDB community server, and there is a Mongo Compass. So when you will install it, automatically Mongo Compass will automatically installed in your PC. So that will help you to manage your database. So it is like a GUI software. So we will use this MongoDB locally. So when we will use our database, when our application will be in production mode, so then we will move to our MongoDB Atlas. So then we will use our web version. So after that we need our text editor. So I will be using VS Code as a text editor here. So simply go to code.visualstudio.com and you have to download it here. So download for Windows, or you can download for Mac OS, Windows 64 as well as Linux 64. So 32-bit is also available. You can download that. You can go to code.visualstudio.com. So this text editor is a very good text editor, and it has bunch of extension that will help you to code faster. After that we need our Postman. So first of all, when we will create our APIs here, so then we will not create our engine. We will not create our view here. So to test that APIs, we need our Postman app. Before creating any views, before creating any interface, to test that APIs, we will be using Postman. So this is a very best Postman API platform here. So it will help you to test any API that you want. So you can download the app, or you can try the web version also. So you can download it here. It is also for Mac OS and it is also for Linux. So you can download it from here. So these softwares we need. So now let's move to our text editor, and let's first of all create a folder and then start creating our application. So we will first of all create our package.js, and after that we will create our server, and in the server we will just write hello world. So let's go there. So now I created one empty folder here. So that folder name is project here. So first of all, let's open command prompt in this folder here. So now see that I am under the project folder. So here first of all we will need to create our package.json. So first of all make sure that you have installed Node.js. So if you want to check that is Node.js is installed in your computer or not, then simply type node/v and click enter here. So it will give you a version. See, my version is 14.15.1. So because I newly updated this also. So now we have to create our package.json here. So here I will use npm init. So now what is npm here? So npm is Node Package Manager. So it comes with Node.js only. When you install the Node.js, so it also comes. So if you want to check the npm version, then simply write npm/v. So it will give you the version also. So it is taking little time. Or the second method is you can type double dash or you can type full version here. So this will work same only. So this is a long form and that was a short form here. So actually it is taking little time for that npm. So you can check the npm also here like that. So now let's create our package.json. For that I will write simply npm init init. So it will initialize, Node Package Manager will initialize one package.json here. So it will take some information from us. So let's wait for that. So it will take little time for that. So it will depend upon your PC. See that. So see that. This relative will walk you through the creating a package.json file. So this will help you to create our package.json file. So it only covers the most common items. So means in the package.json file, like your manifest are like there. So your whole project data will be there. So see that here it is also telling use npm install and package name. So by using this we can install any dependencies and that will also update in the package.json file. So here now what is asking here? So it is asking the package name. So package name I will write URL shortener. Package name will be URL shortener. Click enter here and version will be same. I will click enter. It will be default. Description. So you can write any description here. So simple URL shortener using Node.js, Express.js and MongoDB. Now click enter here. So entry point default entry point is index.js, but we will create here server.js here. So we will create server.js as our entry point. That will be our main file where we will create our server here. You can write any name here. You can write server.js, serve.js, index.js, app.js, anything you want. You can write your entry point. Click here and test command we don't need because we are not going to do any testing here. After the git repository, you can add git repository here also, but I don't want any git repository. So click enter and keywords, anything you can write here. I will not write any keywords. Click enter, author, write your name here. I will write Raman Sharma and license ISC. ISC is okay. You can write MIT also. Now see that how this will your package.json will look like this here. So here verify this. See that name is URL shortener, version, description is there, and say that main our entry server.js, and there are scripts here. So test script is there, no other scripts are there. So if we want to start our app, we need to add some scripts here. So that I will tell you further here when we will create our server. So license ISC, is that okay? Yes. If yes, default is yes, click enter here. Now see that our packet.json file is created successfully. So this is our packet.json file. So see that packet.json file. So let's open it in our this one here, that is our text editor. So I will be using text editor as a Visual Studio Code. There are two methods to open this project here. So simply you can right click here, or you can open in Visual Studio Code, click here. Otherwise you can write also code here. So in the command prompt you have to write code and space and dot. So that will open this folder here, that will open project folder in our Visual Studio Code. So I will be right back after opening this in my Visual Studio Code. So now I am in my text editor here. So see that here is our packet.json. So I open this project folder in my VS Code text editor. So here are some scripts here. So see that here is name, that everything is that we saw here in our this one after creating a package here. So first of all, now let's create a server here. So to create a server we need one express.js package here. So now I'm in the project here. So here I will write npm install express.js. So you can say that npm install express, or you can simply like that express.js over here. So click enter here. So it will install express for you. So it will take little time. It will make sure that you have internet connection with you, because it will download all the dependencies for express package here from the internet, from the GitHub. So ignore this line here, npm update check fail, ignore this. So it will take little time. See that now it is downloading express.js. So it will take little time. So I will be right back after downloading it. So now see that our package is successfully installed here. So I will clear this. So here see that non-modules came here. So see that, and now you are thinking that I only installed Express here, but see that many dependencies came here. So this is because Express also depend upon many packages here. So that's why. So these dependencies are also there. Now there is one file, that is our package log.json. So this package log will contain all data of your non-modules, every information of your non-modules, of the packages that are installed in the non-modules here. So now see that now we have to start our server here. So see that our main file is server.js here. So here we will create one file, that is our server.js. Click enter here. So our file will be created. Now we have to create our server here. So first of all we will install our we will require our this one express.js here, that we installed here. So dependency serial express that we installed. So here there is one syntax here. So here I will write const express is equals to require. So how this require will work? So this require, first of all this require will see here. So is there, first of all this require will see in the non-modules, that is there any package in the non-modules like of the name express here. So by simply writing this, it will require our express, this one express is here, see that Let me show you. See that this is our express here. So it will require the express here. So express index.js. So in the index.js, that is this one library in the express in the library folder. So this is under the library folder, and here is one express.js here. So it is module.export used to export our file here, like we do in the React here, export default, that we can use this file in anywhere. So now we are using this file in our express variable here in our server.js. So here this is a function here, express is a function here. So we will create one variable. So that will be our app, and we will call our express here. We will call our express function here. So now we have to start our server here. So see that the server listens on many ports here. So if we did, so server need a listening also here. So first of all, we have to create a port also here. So port will be 3000. So we will write 3000, or we can write 5000 also. So port will be 5000. Now to run the server, we have to listen this server here. So to listening this server, we have to write app.listen. So app.listen, and then we have to pass our port here. So we have to pass our port, and after that there will be our function here. See that now I did not pass localhost here. So I did not pass localhost because this app will listen, because this will be our local server here. So it will definitely run on localhost. So now we have passed our port here. So there will be one callback function. So in this callback function, we will console this console.log server is running on port. So the port will be our port name here. So save this. Now how we have to run our app here. So how we have to run our app here. So it will take little time to save. Now see that it is saved successfully here. So how we can run our server here. So to run this server, in the scripts here, in the packet.json, and in the script we have to define one script here. So that will be our start here. So start, and here we will write node, and after that our package.json here, our server file name here. So that will be our server.js here. So save it. Or you can, if you don't want to write any scripts here, you can simply write here node server.js. First of all, you have to go to that folder here in which your server.js is there, and packet.json also is there. Now click on enter here. So this will run this one, that is our server here. So it will take a little time first of all. So click on enter. So see that our server is running on port 5000. So when we will go here to the browser, and here we will check to the port here. So we will type localhost. Here we will type localhost port 5000 here. So see that because here port running is 5000 here, so that's why. So here will be localhost with port 5000 here. Click enter here. See that our page is loading, and see that there is one error here, cannot get slash. This is because we are in the index page here. Slash means we are in the index page of our server here, and it is not getting any APIs. So it is not getting any requests. It is not getting any means any APIs are not there. So because we just created a server here, see that our app is running. our app is running. So that's mean our server is generated here. So now we have to create our one hello world API here. So to create API, so here we will create API here. So here will be app.get. There are many requests here. So there are get request, there is post request, and there is put request, delete request, and there is patch request. There are many requests here. So since we have to get the data here, so we have to get the data here. So see that cannot get slash, it is a get method here, and get method at slash means get method at index page here. So we have to use get method to show the data to the user here. So we will use app.get, and then we have to mention our route here. So our route will be slash here. So the routes are same like that we saw in our React.js here. And then there will be one call when function, and here we have to, first of all, two parameters will be there. First will be request, and then will be response here. So request means, request is like we are getting request from any form here, or we are getting any request like we are getting HTTP get request, etc. So that request will handle this variable, and then we are getting some response here, like we created our YouTube API here, we created our YouTube here. So when we send the request to the YouTube to search something, so it will send us some data here. That means it sent us some response here. So res variable, this res variable will handle that response, that what response we want to send to the user here. So here to this response there are some many methods here. So I will not explain a lot here because I will explain it in our next, means when we will start our Node.js basic series, there I will explain here. I explain more. So I will just give any idea to you that so how this will work here. So to get to know about little bit about Node.js, so that's why I created first project here. So here we will return, or you can simply write it if you don't want to return, we will send response. So response.send, there are many methods of response here. So you can also send JSON here, or you can also send text here. So response.text, so text like I am sending hello world, save it, and now see that when I reload it, when I am reloading it, nothing is happened here. So because the node is there, so we make changes in our project, so we have to restart our server. So node server.js, so we have to restart our server again, so it will take little time for that. See that our server is running on port 5000, and then refresh it. Now see that res.text is not a function here because we have to send our responses. So here we will use send here. So we have to send the response as hello world. So whenever we have to start server again. See that server is running on port. When I will refresh here, see that now we are getting our response as hello world. So we can pass our JSON also here. So here we can pass here JSON response.json, and here we have to pass one JSON object here. So here will be our message. So we will pass message as hello world. Now we have to start our server again. So I will tell you how to solve this problem of restarting server again and again in the next video here. Server.js, now our server is running again. See that now we are getting one JSON object here. So that JSON object we are getting message as hello world. So now we created our first server here and we created our first package.json file. Now in the next video we will start creating our APIs here. So first of all we will start creating our APIs so that we can get data from the user here. We can get data from the form here. So that we will take help of our postman here also for that. So for today this is enough. If you have any queries, please comment in comment section. I will definitely respond to it. Till then, bye bye. I will see you in the next part of this project.